What's up, guys? So got a little bit different kind of video. This is going to be one of my early, I guess you could just call like a vlog type video. I'm going to start adding these in to my videos where I'm just going to do vlog stuff, you know, me going about town, that kind of thing, or stuff I just want to tell, you know, either about my personal life or just whatever the heck I'm thinking about at the time. So this one I'm going to share. I'm going to tell a story to you guys about my car getting stolen out here, because I'm sure plenty of you watching this have probably had your car stolen before. You know, it'll relate a little bit to those of you if you're going to be moving out here if this happens to you. So I'll tell you guys the story of what happened with my car getting stolen out here. So I actually grew up in Modesto, California, which that whole area of the Central Valley in California is like the car theft capital of the country. And Vegas is also up there on that list for car theft. And I never had my car stolen. I had my car broken into before back in California a few times before, but never actually had it stolen. And mine out here actually got stolen right out of the parking lot of my job. I went to work to start my shift. I parked near one of my coworkers who was getting there at the same time as me. We walk in, and end of my shift, I come out to leave, and my car is not there. I come outside, and one of my other coworkers walking out, and I'm like, I don't see my car. And it was funny because they were like, well, Jacob, you don't remember where you parked? Like, you're not even drunk. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm looking like, no, I parked here, and I walked around the park. I'm like, did I park somewhere else? I'm like, so I go back, and I think, no, I parked right here where I did, because I remember my other coworker parked next to me, walked in together, and it just kind of hit me like, yeah, my car's gone. It got stolen right out of the parking lot at work. And then a couple other coworkers came outside, and they were kind of surprised at how composed I was throughout the whole thing, because it's like, the car's gone. Like, I can't do a whole lot about it now. So called the police, waited there for over an hour for the police to show up. Didn't show up. I canceled it and had the police actually come and do the report at my house. So did that report, called the insurance, went through all that. They got to do their report and their investigation. And the part that really sucked when I was talking to my insurance was like, there was nothing I could do other than just wait for them to do their investigation. They had no time frame on it. Police was going to be like a week before they even got to look at it. So I really was just, all I had to do was rent a car until then. The insurance, I think, said it could take up to like 30 days. And for me, that was annoying. So I'm like, dude, if I rent a car for 30 days, I could just buy another car with that money. So that was frustrating to deal with. Rented a car. Actually rented a U-Haul van, because a friend of mine had told me that it's cheaper to rent like a van or a pickup truck from U-Haul than like a regular rental car. And I'm a bigger guy, so I'm looking online for like rental car places. For me to get a car that I could fit in like comfortably, well, actually was going to be more than like renting out this U-Haul van. So get a U-Haul van. I'm driving that all around town in a U-Haul until my insurance gets it figured out. I send them in my statements, and they eventually are able to call the whole thing a total loss. But, you know, of course it was just frustrating at first, because even before I got the rental, I had to go take the bus to go do errands and do that kind of thing, and found out, you know, you don't have a car out here in Vegas. Yeah, you're just stuck. The public transportation, your options are pretty limited. So got the rental car, walked 4 miles to the rental car place to pick it up, did that. Had it for a few weeks, and was just going to buy a car off a friend of mine, and was getting ready to buy the car. And this is a couple weeks down the road of me having a rental, and they gave me the title to the car, and I was getting ready to go to the DMV, but the DMV is like across town, because he lives like in another part of town, and the DMV near him, and that's where the car is, over at his place. So it was just like, this rental's cost me more money by the day. I mean, I'm glad to have it, but I mean, I'm just waiting for the insurance to figure it out, waiting to hopefully hear back from the police. And it just cost me more money by the day to have this rental, which just sucked. But I get to the point where finally I had to extend the rental a couple times. And I'm finally there where I'm just like, okay, I'm going to buy this car off my friend. Gave me the title. I went to the DMV one morning to check in. It's like 9:30 in the morning. I get to the front of the line at the DMV. They tell me it's going to be a 6-hour wait just to change the title of the car. 6 hours. I mean, still looking well into the afternoon. So I was like, holy crap. So I'm way out on the other part of town, supposed to turn in the car that day, the rental car, by like noon, which I ended up doing. Drove back to the part of town I live in, turned in the rental car, got a taxi cab back to my house. And when you go to the DMV now, they have this thing where you can, they take your phone number down and they'll text you like how many people are ahead of you. So when I first got there were like 393 people ahead of me at the DMV for the 6-hour wait. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be up at about 3:30 in the afternoon. I'll come home. I dropped off the rental car, got to my house like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap for a little bit because I had been up way later than normal. I was like, I'll take a nap for about an hour, wake up, or an hour and a half, wake up, have the taxi get me, and I'll still be at the DMV by like 3 p.m. Plenty early, like half an hour early. Well, I do that. I wake up at like 2:30 and I get a text message from the DMV saying that I missed my chance. They gave my spot in line, just like they had called me like over an hour before they said they would, and I'd missed my chance. Couldn't get up to the front in time. The DMV's across town. It's like a good half-hour drive or more to get up there. So I'm like, great, I missed my chance. Don't even know if it's worth going out there now to try and get it done. Talked to the taxi cab driver about it. The taxi driver wants me to go out there. But they're like, it's a $60 to $70 cab ride to go out there. And I'm like, okay, if it doesn't work out, if there's some kind of issue and I got to get a cab ride back, I mean, we're looking at, $120, $150 or more taxi ride before I even give the person a tip, round trip, just for that. I'm like, that's going to be a costly freaking trip. So didn't even do it. I was like, all right, I'll go in the morning. I'll get a ride from a friend up there. And I was like, all right, I'm going to wait in the morning, do it then. I'm like, fine. So I go back to bed. And then I get a call at 1:15 in the morning from Metro, from the police out here, saying that they found my car. My car is a Honda Accord, which is like one of the most commonly stolen cars. I had it for years. First time it got stolen was out here in Vegas. I bought it back in California. They found my car on the 4th level of the parking garage at MGM. And the police officer found it. I guess he said he was just driving through the parking lot of the casino. Didn't have anything else to do, so he was just driving through, running plates, and it came up stolen, because I had reported it like 2.5 weeks before that. And they gave me a call. I took a taxi from my place to the Strip. Car started fine. Believe it or not, there was no damage to the car. Even when they took it from my job, there was no broken glass on the ground, anything like that. I mean, no visible signs that the car would even be stolen. Get to the MGM, get the car back. They'd stolen a few things, like some camera equipment I had, like the tripod, a selfie stick, stuff I used to like make these videos. That was all gone. But I mean, I got the car back. No damage to it. Started just fine. It ran just fine. Taxi driver was like, wow. He's like, I've never seen this before. Even the officer was surprised. He's like, yeah, I usually don't see people whose cars are gone that long and they get them back all in one piece. Because even when the operator called me and they're like, yeah, we found your car. That's actually what I said. The first thing I said was, in one piece? Because I was totally confident my car had already been driven to Southern California, had been chopped up in LA, and it was in parts all over LA, Orange County, and San Diego. So I was pretty surprised myself to get the car back, to get it back in one piece like I did, and had to call the insurance back because they were about to cut me a check for a total loss, get all that figured out. And it was just funny because, I mean, within a matter of hours, I was going to be going to the DMV and putting another car in my name. And it was just funny how it worked out like that. I had the rental for 2.5 weeks. And after paying for, each day I had it and the gas I had to fill up and getting charged, for the miles I drove, it was like just over $900 for that rental. And even with the insurance cutting me a check for part of it, I think with all the other money it cost me not having a car, might have been around $1,000 for those few weeks. And it was kind of crazy just how it all panned out. It was like, car was gone, figured it was done for, never going to see it again, got money to buy another car, and I'm like, I was expected to be completely gone, and I got it back. Not only did I get it back, I got it back all in one piece and still functioning just fine. So I'm going to do another video probably down the road about like what to do when your car does get stolen out here, now that I've officially gotten to go through that process. But at least want to share the story with you guys. It's one thing that did happen out here to me that does suck, but you know, it was just a car. You could always get another one. So just wanted to share the story with you guys. Got more stuff I'll be talking about in the future, but wanted to at least share that for some of you guys who live out here. Maybe you're looking to move out here. Vegas is a great place to live, but even some bad things do happen out here. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you later.